Who got it better? Nobody. To the field from the tailgate tries. Let's go blue, yeah, the whole team. It's the big house, Michigan Wolverine. If it ain't real, it ain't right. If you can't take a hit, take a hike. The legendary Big Ten champ, say it right. Don't shoot back, I'm overrated the mic. You're so strong, it's off Saturday nights. Howard, Woods, and Brady to get the ice. Let's ball, hell to the victors, that's above all. I got one question, tell them all. Yeah, that's right. Maybe some true. That's all I say. Brother C, man, the B.I.J. Block him on the beanie, I'm bathing. Don't forget to get it off like feeling. Follow while I ball the bad vibe together. Go hard or go home. Trying to get to the national ship and finish the end club is getting it. Jump man the image. We ready right now. You want him to come and get it. Wing helmets, everybody is hit. Go blue, go blue. Taking up a notch, we supposed to. Indiana Center where we gotta go through. I ain't got a question, but the coach do.
Damn. Missed too many. Oh shit. Wait, what? Oh. Damn, my fullback has the most touchdowns, and then my secondary running back has the second most. Damn. Man. Damn. He's forced 15 fumbles, recovered 6 fumbles, a total of 113 fumble recovery yards with 2 touchdowns. Sheesh. God, look at this. Fumble recovery yards. He's recovered 1 fumble, and he actually returned it 33 yards. Don't know if that was the touchdown or if it was an interception, because he's got an average of 31 interception. 49 was the longest. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. Out of those 3, he got a touchdown somewhere. God. Dang. Seven forced fumbles, 4 recoveries for 5 total yards. a safety, and 2 touchdowns.
That's trouble. Yeah. Sun is down, freezing cold. That's all we already know. When it's here, my dog probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all you know nothing else. I try to show 'em. Yeah. I try to show 'em. Yeah. 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 Follow you with a big roll. Young thing get single mode. Make this deal with all that piece on in the boat. I think get outside when they fuck up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out the board, that's like keep us hopping out coast. This shit way too big, when we fuck up, give me the load. Was off the Ricky, had her back post. Had to hit my own cash, looked up the nose. 2-4 out of London, we made no moves. Now it's going I'm like a puppet with the crew. I just did it and just be mixing like Java Joe's. Different color chains, see my jewelry really selling froze. And they joking, man, all the cracks is pictures off the nose. So I said, shit went too long, y'all know how to follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these hoes I made off records I produce. I may keep all my exes and put them all in a group. Yeah. Hey, yo, DJ, wait, you ready? Yeah. Just get in there. That's my mistake. It was there when it's there. Show I can't fall, give it to us, we give it back. See what that block him showing out, let's tip the cat.
Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Whether you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Halfway there on. 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hall. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in this running back on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. And off from the shotgun. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 8 away on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Indiana's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
Mike just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Jackson will throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Brings up 3rd down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. It's a draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year. But you've got to be able to get pushed up front. And it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
And the Wolverines will move the sticks.
Yeah, this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Looking for a big gain. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Strikes the blow. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 17.
They We've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, they call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long work.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ramsauer. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Becker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Jackson will throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Trying play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Running with power. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverine. The number 1 rule for any offense. Gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
The number 1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Hard running there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Steamrolls his way ahead. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The inside handoff. Ran through the contact. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Hall. Runs through a tackle. Pushes ahead for a pickup of one down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The play action fake. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The give to the fullback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On first down, here comes this offense. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the missed connection, it's second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting to hit him.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're getting this guy lathered up. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side.
After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll power it inside with the fullback. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got the back in the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here we go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks. And you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
he's going to try to hit him over the top. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
what a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first half performance. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to get right about it.
38, Indiana, 0.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Finds his man. It's West. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want to make plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a 3rd and long.
3:25.
They'll go to the counter play. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Timeout, Michigan.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Davis will throw. Going downfield for the big play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem in the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Gets it out quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Get set. Running back goes in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. A little release to the back. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And here comes the offense on second down. Jackson will throw. A little screen to the running back.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it, thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Becker. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Give to the fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try it on the ground. Keeps the legs moving. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
He's just jumping on the spot. And now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes. And he's just been in the right place at the right time making the play.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Smashes through.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as... I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. The give to the fullback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He's got 69 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Jackson gonna throw it. He finds his man. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in the groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He'll bring it back. It's Marshall. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the single back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Using his legs, it's Hall. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run.
Shakes off the tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. The Wolverines first and 10. Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of... before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Guys, run the football, eat that clock.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the run, it's Hall. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football. And
with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Give to the fullback. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the route is on. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Caught in the backfield, it's West. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I don't know who on the defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Jackson will throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
And the coverage team gets to return on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on first down from the 40. Quick handoff. Oh, he just flat ran over it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a crease. It's Hall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. from the gun. He leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Can't get it to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Sticks it in his belly. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle, it's West. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The give as they work on that clock. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push, and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He tries to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things are going to show up the field that people aren't going to like it. Hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A third and long coming up here. Jackson gonna throw it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Jackson will throw. Snags it over the middle. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in. And this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.